Critical theory was first defined by Max Horkheimer of the Frankfurt School of Sociology in his 1937 essay, Traditional and Critical Theory. Critical theory is a social theory oriented toward critiquing and changing society as a whole, in contrast to traditional theory oriented only to understanding or explanation. Horkheimer wanted to distinguish critical theory as a radical, emancipatory form of Marxist theory, critiquing both the model of science put forward by logical positivists, right, the analytical tradition, and what he and his colleagues saw as covert positivism and authoritarianism of Marxism and communism. So the core concepts of critical theory are that critical social theory should be directed at the totality of society in its historical specificity, basically how it came to be configured at a specific point in time, and that critical theory should improve understanding of society by integrating all major social sciences, including geography, economics, sociology, history, political science, anthropology, and psychology. So the photos that you see, Horkheimer and Adorno, were part of the Frankfurt School that basically took some of Karl Marx's ideas around society and furthered them, and in essence rid itself of some of the aspects of Marxism that didn't fit in their context. Jürgen Habermas identified critical knowledge as differentiated either from natural sciences or from the humanities through its orientation to self-reflection and emancipation. By focusing on the hows of an action rather than the whys, society then moves away from liberation of enlightenment toward a new form of enslavement. So he's critiquing society, saying that with so much focus on hows and not asking basic why questions, society is just kind of moving along and doing things. So critical theory is focused on action, movement, creating change. It's questioning why things exist the way they do, and it's in essence saying that elements of that are oppressive to certain groups. Now, we don't expect you to know all of these terms. In fact, you may need to look some of them up. But what we wanted to do is lay the context that there are different paradigms that are based in philosophical issues and philosophers and how they approached research, but it influences how they conduct their research. A person doing an interpretive study is going to look at the world very differently than someone who is critiquing it from a social perspective, as in critical theory, or approaching it from an empirical or positivist or analytical approach, right? That research is going to be approached very differently there.